Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a 21 to 22 week pregnancy update about there, and hopefully this video will be concise because I have to go pick up my daughter from music in just a little bit. So I'll try to keep it short and sweet. But if you like homeschool content and lifestyle content, please remember to subscribe and let's get into this video. Okay, so I just recently had my 20-week ultrasound. It was kind of like 21 week ultrasound. And everything is looking pretty darn good. Still a boy, so that's always good to find out that we're still having a boy. And let's see, what do I want to tell you? So right after my last pregnancy update video, which I'll link down below, we all got colds, like just yucky colds, not COVID or anything like that. I'd let you know if that's what it was, but no, it wasn't that. We just all had colds and just, you know, ones that just kind of bring you down. So for one day we were all just like laying around. Four of us never ran a fever. It was my two youngest that ran fevers and just were a little bit stuffed up, congested and all that kind of stuff. And so for the next week, a few of us were just more groggy. My husband is one that he gets sick for like 2 seconds and then is like, I'm fine. And I'm just like not that way, especially when I'm pregnant. Then I'm just like down with a cold. So I was down for about a week, and that's the longest I haven't worked. Like I didn't work out for that whole week, you know, because I didn't feel good obviously and couldn't breathe super well because I was so congested and coughing a lot. And so it was pretty miserable, but that's the longest I haven't worked out in a long time. And so that is always hard for me because I'm like, I want to get up, I want to be active, especially like during my pregnancy and stuff. So anyways, we obviously started feeling better. I have a slight like lingering cough. It just, coughs for me when I get colds take forever to go away. I don't know if you're the same way, but it's always like that morning clean out the lungs type thing. And then when I'm pregnant, any sort of like phlegm or mucusy stuff in my throat makes me gag. Like my gag reflex is normally very sensitive, but while pregnant it's overly sensitive. And so just that little bit, like I just like cough and sound like I'm gonna throw up. And I haven't, like with past pregnancies I have, if I have like mucusy throat and stuff like that, but I haven't with this one. So thank heavens for that. But it's just been kind of annoying. It is getting better. It's mostly like gone away. But like I had to reschedule, me and my daughter, my youngest had a dentist appointment. I had to reschedule that. So there's just been lots of little things we're recovering from that. So we're getting there though. So that made it a little bit more complicated. I just started feeling better from like being morning sick and all that kind of stuff. And then we got sick with a cold, and then it was just like, oh, now I feel crummy. And I feel like my body's still trying to catch up, and there's been a lot of stressful things going on in my family. So with that and the cold, my body's just having a hard time. So I'm just a little bit more nauseous than normal, and especially in the evening time, it's trying to deal with all that. So it's been fun. It's been real fun over here. but we're chugging along and trying to stay positive about it. So that's kind of the update about how I've been feeling. Obviously I'm getting bigger. I'll insert a photo here. Like there's one probably on the thumbnail for this video as well, and also on Instagram, but I'll make sure I put a photo in here of me we just took it today. So about 21 to 22 weeks and stuff. So that's kind of how I've been feeling. My stomach, you know, sometimes hurts or contracts just because I'm getting bigger. And it's not always super comfortable, so that's super fun. And then I have to pee all the time. I'm like, I didn't even drink any water and I have to pee, and it's just, you know, all the things. And it's getting to the point where I have to be careful when I sneeze. All the really fun things about being pregnant. It's super joyful. Anyways, and so that's kind of where we are with that. Emotionally, I am feeling better about this pregnancy, but still feel very disconnected from it. It's still kind of this weird thing for me to try to understand. I don't know, even after having ultrasound looking at baby again, I still feel very disconnected from it, and I'm not sure where the connection will come, but it's just, yeah. So emotionally I am feeling better, but also I have moments where I feel a little overwhelmed or a little like, I don't want to do this again, even though I'm really good at sleep training babies, because am really good at establishing routines. I'm like, I like to sleep and I enjoy sleeping undisturbed all night long, and I have for years, and I'm like, I don't really want to do that. So there's just a lot of little things like that that come up occasionally where I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do this. But here we are. We keep pushing through and we're doing good. I feel like we're doing pretty well considering everything that's been going on. And then what was I gonna say? Oh, so I'm measuring a little bit big, about 5 days. So they're still keeping my due date as January 12th, but the ultrasound is showing January 7th. And sorry, I'm just like having hiccups or kicking right now going on. I can feel the baby moving a ton. And so right now it's like, and pretty soon my kids will be able to probably see my belly move, which will be fun for them. But anyway, so I am measuring a little bit big, but since it's not over a week big, they're gonna leave the due date as January 12th, but possibly earlier. And what else with that? I was gonna say something else and it's like, shoo, my brain doesn't work very well right now, so just ignore that. Okay, I think I remember sort of what I was gonna say, so I don't know, I'm losing my mind. So everything gets blamed on pregnancy, whether it is pregnancy related or not right now. Anyways, and so I am measuring bigger, which in my past pregnancies, usually I'm pretty much where I'm supposed to be at 12 weeks and 20 weeks. So at 12 weeks, I was measuring 5 days big, and I'm still measuring 5 days big. And then from here on out, it's really hard to use ultrasound and baby size to kind of predict when your due date's supposed to be, because that's when stuff starts to change depending on, how healthy you are, any issues going on, also just genetics and all that kind of stuff. And so my babies are generally big, but usually at this point they're measuring pretty average. And so since I'm measuring a little big, I probably am due sooner. And my calculations, because I'm very meticulous about calculating everything, my period, all that kind of stuff. And since this baby wasn't planned, I still know all the little details about things. And so my calculations would put me about 5 to 7 days earlier than my period would do. And so I'm like, that's why I say 21 to 22 weeks, because I'm kind of in the middle of that, according to measurements and according to my calculations on what day I think I would have conceived the baby and all that kind of stuff. And so this is the first time that's been the case. It's always been like right on with everybody else. So this is the first time it's been different. So I am measuring a little big, so we'll see if that does anything. I was late with my last 3 babies, so I don't know if it'll really make that big of a difference, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see if the baby comes the 1st or 2nd week of January, hopefully. And then I don't know if there was really anything else. Okay, so I think that's it. There really wasn't too much to update you on this time, besides the ultrasound, but everything was looking pretty good. And besides me, just measuring big, which isn't a bad thing, but I was just measuring big. I'm still, despite being sick, I still gained some weight, so that was a good thing as well, because I was worried that I was like, I've been so sick, I'm just like gonna have no weight gain at all, and they're gonna be like, what's going on? But other than that, I don't think I have anything else to update you on right now. But if there are things you'd like to know, please put it down in the comments, because I'm willing to answer your questions if I feel comfortable doing so. But I don't always know what you'd like to know or what's interesting to you. And so if you enjoy seeing these types of videos, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.